Hi boys and girls, this is something that you can start working on and practicing as much as you want. You're gonna practice it even more in first grade and second grade, and every year you're gonna get more and more detailed with this. You'll start learning how to draw the shapes differently with more capitals and countries and mountains and rivers put on it. And by sixth grade, you're gonna be able to do a map of the entire world. But in kindergarten, we're gonna learn some of the beginning steps, okay? So I want you to get a normal piece of paper, okay? Just a blank piece of paper. You've already done some of this with Miss Rinaldi, if you guys remember. I'm gonna use a bigger piece of paper just so it's easier for you guys to see what I'm doing. All right, remember we start with a hot dog fold. All right, so we line up our corners and hold it still. And we do our hot dog fold. All right. Oh, don't forget you need your ruler for this. All right, so it's a little harder to do on the board. All right, so we use our ruler in the crease to help us draw our line. All right. All right, so you should have a nice straight line across. And you guys might remember what this is called. Do you guys remember what that imaginary line is that goes around the middle of the earth? It's the equator. And we learned about that the rainforests are located along the equator. The equator is the hottest part of the earth. And as you move farther away from the equator, it gets colder. All right, so we're gonna start by labeling this equator. Okay, all right, next we're gonna do our hamburger fold. All right, this is the same kind of fold that you would use to make like a birthday card or something. All right, and you can use your ruler to draw a line in that fold. And do you guys remember what that a line is that goes from the North to South Pole that you guys practice with Miss Rinaldi? You might remember it's the prime meridian. So you have to turn your paper so that you can write prime meridian. All right, what is next? Next, we have to do something called a compass rose. And a compass rose tells us which way our map is turned, which way is north, which way is south, east, and west. Okay. So down in the corner, you're gonna draw what looks like a plus sign. And you put an N at the top for north, an S at the bottom for south. All right, then we're gonna put an E on the right and a W on the left. All right, the way I like to memorize this, your mom and dad might have learned a fun way to do this too, is to say, never eat sour watermelon. And that helps you remember which letters go where. Say that with me. Never eat sour watermelon. Okay, so if you're gonna work on this year and this summer, then I want you to keep doing this part of the video until you have these parts down really well, okay? Once you have these parts down, if you want to learn the next step, you can come back to this video and I'm going to do the next couple steps with you, okay? So the next step is to draw the Arctic circles. So I'm using a big ruler so you guys can see it and it's big on the board, but you're just going to use your normal ruler. All right, and to start, you're gonna line your ruler up with the top edge of your paper, okay? And you have to hold it still and draw your line from one end to the other, okay? And notice it's just the width of your ruler, okay? And so that is the Arctic circle. So we're gonna write Arctic circle. Okay. Then we're gonna do the same thing down at the bottom, okay? You're gonna put your ruler and put it on the very edge of your paper all the way across. And you've gotta hold it still and draw your line from one side to the other. Okay, and this is the Antarctic circle. We're gonna label that. Okay, and so that would be the next step that you would want to learn. After you've mastered this first step, then you can work on the Arctic circles. If you've mastered doing all of that from beginning to end with, and you can maybe even do it without the video, then you can start doing the next step if you would like. Boys and girls, these last couple steps, these are all steps that you're gonna relearn in first grade, but if you wanna go ahead and start practicing them because you're enjoying doing it, you can, but you do not have to continue to learn the next steps. But I wanna just give it to you because I know some of you are wanting to do more things at home, okay? All right, the next ones we're gonna do are the tropic circles, all right? And kind of like the Arctic circles, we put our ruler all the way across the equator. So it's lined up with the equator, all right? My magnet here. All right, and we go a ruler line above the equator. And then you can do another ruler line below the equator. All right, those are the tropic circles. All right, the top circle is called the Tropic of Cancer. And the bottom tropic circle is the Tropic of Capricorn. Oops. Why did I make that an A? Oops. Okay. All right, so we have the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. All right, so again, you can go back and keep practicing the video and see if you can do it up to this point repeatedly by yourself, okay? Then if you want to start to learn how to do the blobs for the different continents, all right, that would be the next step, okay? Oops. All right, so the first blob is above the Tropic of Cancer, and it touches the Arctic Circle, and it's on the prime meridian. All right, so I'm gonna draw that one for you and let you take a look. All right, that is Europe, okay? So you can write it off to the side here. Europe. All right. The next one is right below that, and we draw two circles to do this one. The first circle is just below Europe, and, oops, sorry, it should not touch. I got a little too close. All right, and it's on the equator. All right, and then we have a connected circle that goes past the Tropic of Capricorn. All right, and those two circles together are Africa. Okay. All right, next, this is our biggest circle. This circle is a little bit on the Tropic of Cancer and up on the Arctic Circle. All right. And this big place is Asia. Okay. All right, so you might want to keep redoing this until you've got this down before you keep going. All right, the next circle is over here on the Tropic of Capricorn, and it's kind of small. And this is Australia. This is where there's kangaroos and koala bears. Okay. All right, next we're gonna come over and draw where we live. All right, so this circle is gonna touch the Arctic Circle and the Tropic of Cancer, and it's not gonna quite get to the equator. All right, and this one's close to the size of Asia. All right, and this is North America. Oops. So the United States is inside North America, so is Canada. We live down here in Florida, okay? Then right below that, it's kind of a long, skinny oval. It goes over the equator. And this is South America. All right, and then our last one, you start here in the corner, and you're gonna draw like a upside down smiley face from corner to corner, coming just above the Antarctic Circle. All right. And this continent is called Antarctica. Okay. All right, so those are the continents. So this is something you can practice and have fun with. I bet you would be better at this than your parents. Yeah, a lot of parents, we didn't learn this in school. I didn't learn this in school, and so I don't know if we would be as good as you guys might be when you're done with this at placing all the continents on the map. All right, if you've got all this memorized, then you could start learning the oceans, okay? We're not gonna do that because I want you just to focus on this, and then you'll learn more in other grades. All right, bye.